lovely white Sega Saturn. Lovely. Except of course this one has a problem. This is a Japanese Saturn. We're in the UK. We have lots of voltage here. And someone plugged this one in, unfortunately, without using a step-down transformer, and it went bang. Now, this tape's on here just to make sure I don't plug it into the mains either, and make it even worse, but hopefully I won't do that. So, bought it on a whim. Hopefully we can fix it. Let's take it apart and have a look and see what's inside. Okay, screws are out. Let's take the top off and see what we can see inside. Oh, there's a back thing falling off. Okay, right, straight away I can see there's some damage on the power supply. So, as you can see, that fuse there has definitely gone bang. Hopefully it's done its job. That MOV there has also gone bang. Now around here, as you can see, it's a 125 volt power supply, so hence plugging it into the mains, which is not a clever thing to do, but you know, it happens. So hopefully, if that's protected the rest of the power supply and the rest of the motherboard, this should work. So I guess we need to find a power supply that actually works so I can test it. So I'm going to get one out of a UK Saturn. What I've done is I've taken this power supply out of a UK Saturn, that's this one here with the black power connector. This is our broken power supply from the Japanese Saturn, and as you can see they're roughly the same shape. This connector here I think is very slightly different, a slightly different position to this one. So what I'm going to do is plug the UK power supply into the Japanese Saturn. Hopefully it should power up and we'll see if actually the motherboard is damaged. Fingers crossed it's not. Okay, so here's our Japanese Saturn, just the motherboard, power supply has been taken out. I'm going to put the UK power supply into it. Obviously be careful, this is a power supply. It hasn't been plugged in for some time, but it could still potentially have some pretty nasty voltage in it, so I am going to treat it with respect. So plug it in and it should hopefully just slot straight into place, which it does. Connect up the power switch. If I can do it properly, there we go, and hopefully that should do something now. So I'm going to power it up. Before I do though, I'm going to put just a CD on here, A, to cover up the laser because I don't want to look into the laser with the power turned on, and obviously just to see if it does anything when I turn it on. So let's give it some power. Okay, it's now live, and let's push the power button and see what happens. Ah, right, we have a power light. That's good, I hope. Obviously the disc isn't doing very much, but I think that's because this little switch here, obviously I'm being very careful because I'm close to the mains, is the disc light. The disc lid. And as you can see, it's trying to read the disc. So hopefully, I think it might be okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just turn it off, unplug the power, and connect it up to the TV and see if I get a picture from it. Okay, so I've got it set up, connected to the TV. TV's turned on. Sega games in there. This is actual fighting mahjong game. No idea. Only Sega Saturn or Japanese Saturn game I've got, so ideal one to test this with. And let's power it on and see what happens. Result, that is working. Just focus. There we go. And yep. So the controls seem to be working. Let me just OK that. We have a Sega Saturn working. Not quite sure what's humming so much. Yay! Now if I just close this switch here, hopefully the game will boot. Let's have a bit of a think about it. Yep, it's recognised the disc. And does it now boot? Come on. Oops. There we go. That appears to be booting. Ooh. Even the categories. So there we go. That works. So, with a bit of luck, repairing the power supply might actually bring this thing back to life. So, with the magic of soldering off screen, the resistor has now been replaced, the fuse has been replaced, and we're ready to give this a test. So what we've got set up here, power coming in from a external step-down transform, which is off camera. We have the power switch from the Saturn, which I've just removed just to make it a bit easier for us to test this. So at the moment the power is off, and this is normally the 9 volt line, and you can see there's nothing on there at the moment. So switch off the external, switch on the external power, and at the moment I haven't flicked the power switch, so there is nothing on the 9-volt line. Switch it on. So what you should see here, this should be 9 volts, give or take. Yep, close enough. This should be 5 volts. Yep, close enough. And this should be 3.3. Again, close enough. So that looks like that's working. So I'm now ready to stick that back in the Saturn and hopefully put it together and it will work. So there we have it, all back together. We have a game to play, which is Langrissa here. Controller's plugged in, and as you can see, that is a working Saturn. The line on the screen is just the camera. Actually, it's in RGB and it looks absolutely stunning from where I'm sitting. So that's not a bad bargain. £5 at most for that broken console, about 50p for the components. I'm very happy with that. A £5.50, very clean, very nice Sega Saturn. Can't ask for more. So there we go. Thanks for watching, guys, and I shall be along with another video soon. Cheers, bye.